like this at different events, and we never imagined that it would happen to us. No one in our family had type 1 diabetes, and in fact, we didn't know anyone that had type 1. What we didn't realize is that 85% of people diagnosed with type 1 have no family history of T1D. When it did happen to us, we were completely shocked and overwhelmed. We didn't know what to do, and we did virtually everything wrong at the very beginning, and yet we are so fortunate. We missed all of the signs, and we are so fortunate that Jackson quickly recovered from a blood sugar of more than 700 and an A1C over 13. We're so fortunate that Jackson is resilient, quickly becoming independent in his diabetes management, taking his diagnosis in stride, and becoming an inspiration of hope for others dealing with this disease. We're fortunate that we were diagnosed at a time of such impactful breakthroughs in technology, so that we can easily see on our phones even when Jackson's blood sugar trends are, and we get audible alerts at night when he's high or low, and yes, that does happen, and if he's okay to drive home. We are so fortunate that Breakthrough T1D had the vision and the relationships to make the artificial pancreas a reality within just a little over a decade. And now people like Jackson are able to use this technology to make management of their condition easier. Thank you to everyone in this room and those committed donors that have come before you. You have all helped these breakthroughs happen to make our lives better. And we are fortunate that we are so close to life-impacting cures on the horizon. This is the first year that we've been able to say that there are people living in the world today who are no longer reliant on insulin for their type 1 diabetes. What an amazing milestone. And we are so close to a cure. And that's why we are here tonight, to support Jackson and the countless others who fight this battle every single day and make their lives better.
When I was diagnosed, my childhood ended in a flash. And I had to quickly adapt to my new responsibilities, where daily decisions can feel like life or death decisions. I had to learn how to count carbs, do difficult math problems multiple times a day, take multiple shots, which was a lot because I hated shots. And the unexpected things like being reliant on Wi-Fi to communicate my readings, or having sugar with me at all times, though that did make me pretty popular with my friends early on. My life became uncertain, and I had to learn to plan for everything, and yet quickly adapt as things changed. I have all the normal struggles that others with type 1 deal with. The roller coasters of high blood sugars for unknown reasons, and the lows from trying to get those highs down and correcting too much. I treat that low, and guess what? Another high. Middle of the night lows that wake me up with the sound blaring of my Dexcom, and having to eat and stay awake until it's safe for me to go back to sleep, which can happen multiple times a night, leaving me exhausted the next day. The dread that occurs when I realize my pump is out of insulin, and I'm not gonna be able to eat until I can get more, hoping that I have an extra pen with me. The embarrassment that comes when my Dexcom alerts loudly in the middle of class, and the frustration of having to sit out of a game or practice because my blood sugar is out of range. As I'm getting ready to go off to college in a few months, I worry about being able to balance my studies while also managing my diabetes. As I think about my major and my career, I have to carefully consider the health insurance options that come with those and make sure that I can afford my insulin, CGM, and pump. The fear of long-term complications also weighs in the back of my mind. And it's not just me I worry about. I always worry about my little brother. What if he's the next to get type 1? I've been lucky though, because I'm more fortunate than most. I've had one of the best pediatric endocrinologists with Dr. Jelly, who helped me feel like even with diabetes, I could still be a normal kid and live my life the way I want to. I get to enjoy the benefits of technology, like my artificial pancreas, my Omnipod and CGM, and I have a strong support system who backs me up if I happen to not hear an alarm. And I know that I have a strong community through Breakthrough T1D, working hard to continue making these breakthroughs happen. And I have so much hope in the stem cell therapy research that is going on right now. I truly believe that a cure is on the horizon, and we will break through T1D in my lifetime.
that's where we all come in. So we are all here tonight because we believe in a world without type 1 diabetes. Breakthrough T1D and donors just like you have all played such a key role in all of the major breakthroughs in type 1 diabetes, including the very first insulin pump, the artificial pancreas like Jackson uses, and therapies that Kelly and Shelley were talking about earlier, like Tzield, that can actually delay that full onset of T1D if you have the markers, and can delay that progression or slow down that progression for those that are newly diagnosed. It is truly amazing and so impactful for all of those individuals. They get to benefit from that. We are so hopeful right now, just with all of the research that's going on right now, especially with those cell therapies, and it is truly reshaping the future for type 1. A cure is within reach, and so we definitely cannot stop now. So we're going to ask you to dig deep tonight. For Jackson, for Logan, for all of the amazing youth ambassadors over there that you'll see in just a little bit, and the 18,000 Oklahomans that are currently living with type 1 diabetes. When you donate to Fund a Cure, you can be confident that 100% of your tax-deductible donations goes directly to the vital mission of Breakthrough T1D. So as you're considering whether to donate, please donate for the type 1 child who doesn't get to have that carefree childhood that they once had. Donate for the type 1 parent who is tired and always worried. Donate for the type 1 adult who is worn out from a lifetime of making vital daily decisions all the time. Give that gift of hope and give a gift of the future without type 1 diabetes. Now, through the video and everything, this is definitely not the first time that I've cried because of type 1. And I can guarantee that it's not going to be the last. But what I do know is that the last time that I shed tears because of this disease, I'm going to be surrounded by a crowd, just like you, celebrating that we have broken through T1D. This is our chance right now, and we need your help. So please, help us make this a reality. Help us break through T1D together, so that Jackson and countless others can say I had type 1. So thank you.